Hello everyone. So in this problem, we have to write a program that accepts the name and date of birth. So other personal details will include just name. Okay. Now the main thing is we have to throw an exception if an invalid date is entered. Okay. Now in terms of Python, when we say throw, we actually mean raise an exception. Okay. So raise an exception if an invalid date is entered. Now here we'll use an inbuilt library in Python, which is the datetime library. Okay. So this is how you import it from date time, import date time. Okay. So now what we have to do is in the try block, we'll take the name, everything we'll put in the try block, try and except blocks cell. So name is equal to input, enter your name. Okay. And date of birth equal to, now we'll specifically tell the user a format. It is supported by the datetime library for validation. So what we'll say is we'll ask the user to enter their date of birth, enter your date of birth in this format. So YY hyphen hyphen DD. Okay. So we'll ask the user to enter it in this format. And then what we can do is we can validate this. So to validate this, we'll use the strp time function. So date time dot strip time. Okay. So basically string is converted to time. Okay. So parse the string into a new date type. Basically, so this will pass the string DOB. Okay. String, it will be passed to time. Okay. And we'll specify which format we want. So we want percent. So this is the format string I'm specifying right now. Percent Y is capital note, then percent small m and percent small d. Okay. And if it does not work, what it will do is it will cause a value error. Okay, now here I'm assuming that name will always be entered in a valid way, or what we can do is we'll just remove this outside the try block because we want to focus on date of birth validation. So let's say we'll take the name as input separately. Okay, so any value error, if it results, it will result from the date time exception itself, except except value error, and we print that please enter the date in a valid format, right? DOB in a valid format or in the valid format which is specified, right? In the valid format which is YYYY MMDD. Okay, so we have performed error handling on this, and let's say to indicate successful completion of our program, we'll print a format string. We'll print the message. Basically, we'll print whatever name and DOB that we read. Okay, so print the name and the date of birth. Date of birth is in DOB variable. Okay. So I think that will be sufficient. Okay, so let's run this. Enter your name. So enter your date of birth. Let's say 2000, 12, 01. Ashok, date of birth is this. And what if we run this with some invalid date? Let's say enter your name. Again, let's see. Something like that. Please enter. Okay. So this should not happen. Wrong message should not get printed. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to put this here itself. So now what will happen is if the uh, okay, but then the user won't get a chance to correct their error. Okay. Okay, but that's fine. Okay, we'll keep it just one run kind of a thing. Or we could put this in a loop like we had done in a previous program. Okay, but here let's keep the thing simple because the program does not ask for a loop. Okay, so the user will have to run it again. Nothing too complicated. So if the user enters something invalid, the program will simply stop. Okay, it will print the error message, but it will not abruptly stop. So we have done the error handling, exception handling part we have done well. So it will print a proper message and then it will stop. Okay, and if we run this with a valid date, say 2024, 11, 24. Yes, it works. Okay, so that's it for this video. If you have any questions, any doubts, do post them in the comments below. Thanks for watching.